Okay, so you've got some developer traffic mixed in with your production traffic. First, we'll talk about how we find it. Then we'll talk about what we can do about to solve it. You check for it by looking for host names like staging or dev or localhost that wouldn't be your production host name. You can also see it by people who start on one of those and then go to your production domain. So you can look for referrers, sources, and mediums that have those same things in them. So that's how you find it. Now, does it matter? The answer is it's probably a very small volume of your traffic, so it probably doesn't affect any judgments that you're making based on traffic. However, sometimes those testers are testing a checkout process and they're processing transactions like crazy. And sometimes they're very abnormal numbers. Sometimes people are developer testing transaction for $1 million. You go, oh my gosh, that's not real. And you don't want that showing up in your data. So oftentimes the conversion rates and or values is what can be problematic with the dev traffic. So how do you fix it? You got option number one. Option number one is you have to do it through Tag Manager. You go into Tag Manager, you write some custom code because you're going to need to add a parameter on each GA4 event that is internal. You have to specify internal traffic, and then you can set up a filter in GA4 to exclude that traffic. You can do it based on IP address. You can do it based on any of the conditions you can pull from JavaScript. The second option, that option isn't great because it only works from the time you set it up moving forward, and then you have to keep maintaining it there. And if you miss something for a little while, then you have to fix it, but then that data's stuck in your production data forever. Better option is if you can get your data to BigQuery and do the processing there in the visualization data studio, you can write a condition that applies to your traffic retroactively, like anybody who's on such and such an IP address, anybody who's on a specific host name, any user who ever came from a developing looking host name, and then you can apply that filter there, and in your reports it works retroactively and in the future to cover that data. You find something new, apply that, adjust the filter setting, reports are up, and now you can filter out any of that bad stuff you've got in there.